about listing optimization. So I mean, when I say listing optimization, it is more of like SEO. I mean, not SEO in terms of like showing your product on Google or any search engine outside, but it is within the Amazon itself, like the product listing itself, right? On the product page, what we can do on the product page from the uh, like front end perspective and from the back end perspective. So each like when you see each of the inventory, there are certain things which can be specified on the back end that might not be visible to customers, but those
Mm.
still helps the algorithm to rank it better, right? And in terms of optimization, it works better as well, right? So that
Mm.
is one thing. And from the front end perspective, when the customer sees the product, there are, I mean, those things like image, your title, bullet point, product description, your more details about your product. Those are things like weight and packing details. Those can be also specified, right? So
Okay.
let's go over on those things on detail and how that can help in terms of your product. I mean, in terms of your listing optimization, right? So if this is one of the example, like this is one of the product which is already on the catalog, and we'll see
Mm.
like, I mean, this is definitely a good selling product. That's what I have opened up, and it's selling almost around a 20K in a month with just 23 reviews, right? So
Wow.
yeah, so why it is happening so, and what all things they have done, and how the optimization and all can be done in our case, how we can do these things in a best way, in a proper way, in fact, right? So first thing, like, you will have to keep in mind, the image plays a bigger role, because customer, when a customer comes, I mean, customer directly doesn't come to your product page most of the
Okay.
times. If they are on Amazon, if I am on Amazon, if I am a customer and I want to buy something like which is nothing but office headset, if this is the product which I want to buy, then I'll just type in the keyword, right? The keyword which I feel that might be the appropriate keyword. So this keyword again will, I mean, is something will vary from a person to person. You may think in a
Mm.
different way, but you have the intention to buy the same product, but you may put this search term in a different way to find the product. So each individual person may
Yeah.
find the
With
product in a
different
different
keywords.
ways. Yeah. So somebody may say that headset for office, right? Instead of
So
I
maybe
say that
headset.
office headset, sorry,
Maybe only headset.
only headset. Yeah, only headset. If they want to buy the headset only. If somebody wants to buy on for a specific purpose, which is basically for office use,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of headset which can be connected to phone or something,
Mm.
desk phone. So that there are those kind of headsets are also available. So if that person wants to buy, or I want to buy the same product, then I'll put my search string in my word, right? So which
Mm.
might be like, in I can think of the word like office headset. So if I say office headset, the result would be shown up like this. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll most preferably like see, I mean, when the customer sees any product here, mostly they'll see price is one thing, the image is the second thing, the title and the reviews, right? Based on, like, you see, four things are important here, right?
Mm.
Image, title, reviews, and the price. These four plays the role here for the customer to click on.
Okay.
Okay. So it is not just that, like, if your image is alone good, if you do not have any like reviews, may or your price is higher, then customer may not click on. Customer may
Mm.
go to the other products, right? See which all are probably Yes, image, if you can convince the customer in a sense that your product is a premium product, right? And it
Hmm.
has a lot of good benefits and features, then obviously customer, the chances are higher, on the probability, I would say probability is higher of getting the customers click, right?
Hmm.
So these four things are important here. One is image, your title, reviews, and the price. So everything should be in a balanced way. That, I mean, then
Hmm.
you may get higher and higher clicks, right? So I see a lot of products here, but I may have to choose appropriately. So I may go maybe like customer, what customer may do also, may see one, then come back and may see other one as well. I mean, few more products and compare, right? They
Yeah.
may compare reviews and price and product quality and benefits, right?
Hmm.
So let's say I see this is definitely, to me, this and this are definitely looking good. I can, uh, as it has lot of reviews, and it, price wise it is in the range, it is good, then probably I'll click on that. And that, on top of it, it is a branded product, so the higher chances of getting the click on this particular product is more. So it doesn't mean that this only will sell and none of the other products will be sold. It will be sold, but there will be percentage and all. So if we are on the competition, right, among all of this, and our product also should, to an extent, should convince the customer in a inner way. However, like it might be, as there is no, I mean, customer cannot see the product physically, right? So they cannot know how exactly the product would be as long as the product is delivered to them. But in this image and the product title and all this, you have to give them a perspective value, the real value they'll get when they get the product at their hand and they use it. But at the time when the product is visible while they are like, I mean, shopping around or surfing around the page, then at that point, I mean, as we being the seller, we should know what exactly should be on our this, I mean, search result. Whenever the product is searched and they're shown up to customer, how it should look like. So as I said, image is the one, and which is the main image should be very nice in terms of your quality, in terms of like probably, I mean, it should not be smaller. Like if it is a smaller image, then probably it will not be good. Is as long as
Hmm.
the, basically as per the Amazon's guideline, it is 80% or more should cover the the total area of the image size.
Okay.
So when it is 80% and more, if you can go more, in fact 90% of total image area, then it
Hmm.
becomes bigger in terms of visibility. Customer, when it is bigger, it catches the eye, and chances are there, if the quality, picture quality and everything is good, like it is on kind of like high resolution with high pixel size, then obviously the quality would look good. And image,
Hmm.
that is one attraction point, right? Then it comes to the your title. So title should show something which can, I mean, obviously if it is office headset, we will say that, but along with certain benefit points and the features, we can add on, I mean, we can create the title. And I'll come to the, I mean, optimization part, keyword optimization part, how you should include your keyword. But title also should be nice and good enough, right? So if you see some title like this one, they have little longer title than these all short titles. These are the brand companies, so that's why they do not bother like about their title and a lot of things, because these are, Plantronics is one of the leading on this segment. Logitech is also leading on this segment. So that's why they do not bother, and they do not sell by themselves. The product is sold by resellers.
Okay.
But the product which is private label, like us, and we are selling our own product, then in that case we have to be careful. Like, we know that those are the big brands, we are competing with them. Then in that case we have to compete in a ways that like we can really compete with them, right? So mm, yeah, if I was taking this example of this one, or the example of the one which I have opened up here, Bluetooth headset, willful wireless headset with microphone, charging station, noise cancellation, hands free. So they are saying the noise cancellation also on the uh, title itself. That means on the title, customer knows this is a product. I mean, this Bluetooth headset provides that noise cancellation as well. That's a one more benefit, right? So that's where like I mean, customer sees that right away that okay, that's a benefit. So definitely that will give us an upper hand than the sellers or the listing which doesn't have this thing mentioned on the title, right? Free cell phone headset for truck driver call center office. So and at the same time it is mentioned where this product can be used as well. So that way, like, I mean, it gives a feeling that okay, this product is having this feature and can be used on this all. I mean, it's not feeling, in fact it is the uh, means fact that what they are mentioning here, like it is the product which does these all things. Yatin, are you there? You lost. Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you.
I
There
think there
is
was some network issue.
uh, okay, no problem. I don't know where you lost. Okay,
You read this description, title.
on the title, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
what I was mentioning, if we go through this title, I mean, it says trucker Bluetooth headset, willful wireless headset with microphone, charging
Hmm.
station, noise cancellation, hands-free cell phone headset, truck driver call center office, PC, Skype, iPhone, Android, Samsung. So basically, on the title itself, they are trying to mention probably everything. Like, I mean, the product, what is the exactly the product. I mean, by reading the title itself, somebody can easily understand what is the product, what benefit it can. I mean, what features and what benefit it has. Like, from the feature perspective, like it is having noise cancellation feature, and
Hmm.
it is wireless as well. It doesn't have wear as well on this. It is a wireless headset. So those things two, I mean, features, it broadly it has been mentioned there. But
Hmm.
in detail, if I go the benefit perspective, somebody like, if I am the customer, I want, so the benefit is like there is nowhere, so I do not have to stick to a place. I can move around, right? That's the benefit what customer can get out when it is a wireless headset.
Hmm.
Okay, so that you may not have the place here to say, but on your product description and bullet point, we can describe that the benefit points. along with the
Okay.
feature. Like we'll mention the feature and the what benefits that feature gets us or gets the customer. Then that is something can also be mentioned. So those things we'll talk about in a while. But now, if you go through this title also, is something that totally makes sense. That okay, this, I mean, it is not the something with perfect title which I can say, but it is a good title definitely. But at the
Hmm.
same time, we can keep on. It's not that title. Once we, I mean, write the title, it is done. So we may have to
Hmm.
test couple of titles, then come up with the one which is doing good. Okay, and how will you test? That's something you can. I mean, there are tools available, but if you are not doing the tools, we are doing manually. Then what we can
Hmm.
do? We can change the title and see the performance and monitor that for like when you change the title, it is not that something it will be reflecting immediately, and your indexing and all those things will take time. So you have to give at least a week time or more, maybe 15 days time, to understand the effect, I mean, what effect of your title, how it is, how it has become, right? Whether it
Hmm.
has reduced your sales or increased your sales number just by changing the title. So when you are changing anything, you have to change one thing at a time. You do not have to change everything, and then you will be confused like which one is giving the best result. You might, I mean, it will not be easy for us to understand which one is exactly giving us the better result, right? So that's why like you will change one thing at a time. It might be title, it might be bullet point. So if you're changing the title, it is just the title will change it, right? And yeah, so okay, let's go back to that search result. Yeah, so here, as you're saying, title was one factor and image. The next one is the reviews, number of reviews. Definitely customer sees when customer first clicks on, then they'll see how many reviews this product has, right? So if the review number is definitely more than 5 or 10, then they get some kind of confidence, and that is basically the social proof. And hello, are you there, Yatin? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Yatin.
I think
Hello.
I'm connected to my this, phone Wi-Fi
Phone,
now.
is it?
My
Okay.
home
Okay.
Wi-Fi. I think some,
Wi-Fi has some any problem or something?
I don't know. I mean, it is connected. It's showing it's connected, but it's not working. So I disconnected and connected my phone now.
Okay.
Let's see if it works.
Mhm. One second. Are you seeing my screen or
Yes, yes.
okay?
But you have not shared your screen.
Not sharing my screen?
You have not shared it.
Okay. I think that was gone actually. Yeah. So now?
Yeah, now I can. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying, like I mean, when customer definitely quickly read the title and see the
Mm-hmm.
image, and at the same time price and review. Those are two things again they would see and compare like this, and they will compare. Before clicking, they will probably scroll down one or two down and see and compare and
Mm-hmm.
then click, right? So in this case, like if this is one of the product which is shown up here, though it is a sponsored product shown through PPC campaign, but still, I mean, customer has the visibility they can click on, and they'll click on if there is review and the price from the price perspective, it is, I mean, competitive, right?
Super.
So yeah, it is not always that. Like it is not always that the customer will buy only cheaper product. Customer will
Mm.
buy the product if that basically that gives them the, I mean, that's the purpose. So they if
Mm.
they have the intention to buy a good product, though they are not product, right? So if
Mm.
we are the that kind of product and we can project ourselves as being a premium product, yes, customer will buy, right? So
Mm.
if I take the example of iPhone is not cheaper product, but it is most sold, one of the most iPhones mobile, right? Sold mobile.
Yeah.
So yeah. So why? Because it gives the value. I mean, what the customer is has expectation to get, it provides more than their expectation. Definitely, customer will like to buy and invest. I mean, they can make that expense on such product,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but in this Amazon or any online platform, you, I mean, as we being the newcomer, right? So as you are not a big brand or something, our product definitely there is no brand. What is the brand value created
Mm.
among the customers, right? So
Yes.
till the time, like we, as long as we do not have any brand value, we have to like, I mean, when you are selling online, we have to convince them on this methods, like by showing the picture, good title with good number of reviews, and the pricing can be competitive, right? Till the time we have more and more reviews and we uh, I mean, accumulate good feedback and good reviews from the customers, then obviously we can sell the product in little higher and premium price, correct?
Yeah.
So here,
Correct.
I mean, probably I can see this has a difference of this review number is really high, and
Mm.
this is
It's not sure. It's $18.
it is
But
$18, but whereas this
why
is
its
this much.
amount is coming like it's not bolded? The one $18. It's
what
not
what
like
what it is not coming, I didn't get.
the price
Hmm.
in Logitech and the above one.
It is not
The
showing
size
up bold, is it?
bold.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yeah, most probably it is because, see, I mean, this price is the buy box price, looks like to me, yeah, and this is the price which is the lowest price. Okay,
Oh.
out of this 133 sellers, the lowest price is once
Okay.
18.79. I think if I go to the product, the buy box price is 21.
Is not.
I think no,
Okay.
buy used is 21. There is no buy box. Okay, if I turn in, because this address is like basically in Indian address, so that's why if I put a address of any pin code of US, then maybe it
Okay.
will show me. So what happens? I can put a address 9. Sorry. think I know one pin code. Yeah. Now you see the buy now button, right? That's why it was not
Okay.
showing. Now the price is 18 point, sorry, 19.99. If I go back to that,
It has increased.
so now you see the, where is that? Okay, where is that? It's gone actually. Okay, here, right? This one it was, right?
Mm. Mm.
Now you see the
Yes.
price is coming as 19 point because there was no buy now button available for our location in India. When I change the location to one of the pin code, zip code in
Mm.
US, that's where like buy box has started showing. Why that is happening so? Because this, I mean, the product which has the buy box cannot be delivered to India.
Okay.
That's why it is not showing up. It was not
Mm.
showing up. Now when I changed to US address, it is showing up.
Mm.
And this is why this is gold is basically buy box price. And this is the lowest price among this 133 sellers.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Now,
18.79 is the lowest one.
yeah, the lowest price. Hmm.
Yeah.
If I go here, you can see that like there are 133 sellers. 18.79 is the lowest price. You can sort by, there is any.
It's not having buy box, no? It's having add to cart.
Buy box will be basically I mean owned by one seller at one point in time. Okay,
Oh.
so that seller may continue to hold buy box for a longer period depending on the performance, but the buy box may keep on changing among the sellers who all are selling the same, I mean, products on the same listing. Okay, in this case, Amazon is holding the buy box because Amazon is the seller. If you see here,
Okay.
Amazon is the seller, so that's why Amazon, like as Amazon is the seller, that means most of the time Amazon will have
Have the
that,
buy
but
box.
it is not always true.
Mm.
You can still compete, but it is not easy.
Uh,
Like I mean, there would be difficulties, and that too, if you see here, the product which this is a new, obviously new will have buy box,
mm.
and these all refurbished, this
Mm.
and that, used, and all those things. This all, I mean, here on this page there are not every listing is like there are no new listing. Only this is the one which is new. If I go to second page, then I can see there are 133 sellers, right? Yeah, there are new so many new
Mm.
I mean sellers are there, new products are there from different sellers, but still that has owned the Amazon has owned the buy box. That's why it is showing. I mean that's a different topic altogether. I think I'm debating, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the concept actually. That's how it works. Okay. Now coming back to
Okay.
the listing optimization, the second, I mean, I was talking about this price and reviews, right? Reviews something. There are like review strategy which I'll talk about on later, like how we can get the reviews. But yes,
Mm.
reviews also matters a lot. Okay,
Mm.
and the year's fourth or and probably most important one also is the price, right? And the price should be, I mean, should be well aligned or well proportionate to your product actual value, right? Your actual value, what you have in product, should be aligned as your, I mean, good price, and it should be competitive enough as well. Like it should not be the price which is way much more than the competitor's price. Then it will be very difficult to
Mm-hmm.
I mean get sales.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the four things which you'll have to keep in mind. Now coming onto the detail of it, like we talked about title. Now the detail is like your, when the customer clicks on, then they'll see obviously certain other things. It is not just that this click on and they'll straight away go and buy it, right? They may see other things like your neck, other images where you are talking more about your product, like how they can I mean utilized, where it can be utilized, what will benefits they can get, what features the product has, right? All those things
Hmm.
you have to specify on your image. Like image talks a lot, like people will visually I mean grasp more than by reading. So reading, probably a lot of people will not prefer to read in detail and go in details, but image is something they can just in one, I mean site, they can understand about your product. If that is the way how we have, I mean, created our images, then yes, that gives a higher chance again, right? So images
Hmm.
are also very much important. So what they are talking about here, noise reduced technology ensure clear conversation. So when they are saying clear conversation, basically they have put some call center lady's image that says that okay, this
Hmm.
product can be used here, and it is effective while talking to the customers. Basically that
Correct.
kind of sense it gives, right? So maybe we can write up small, again small thing, say that for noise free customer communication or something like that. It says that ensure clear conversation, right? So that itself says that clear conversation with your customers. And here comfortable wearing, so basically wearing is not a problem. So that's again another benefit or feature, whatever you say, because if somebody has to put this on for a means
Long period.
time period of like 6 7 hours, the people who work in call centers, they usually put continuously for a longer period, right? Then in that case
Yeah.
it should not, I mean, bother them, that they are really
Hmm.
they have put a headphone and which is bothering them, right? That again we have to keep
Hmm.
in mind. I mean, in reality the product should be giving that feature. When it is giving,
Hmm.
then we have to tell that in our image, right? And what low, what is a long lasting battery, probably this is not that clear, so we have to ensure that the text or the captions what we are putting is much clear. It should be always clear. If it is not clear, then it is not good. So on the I mean immediate, we should not give tough time to customer to read and all those things, right? It should be easy going for them. That's the concept
Hmm.
which you'll have to always keep in mind. I mean, as we being the buyer also, so whenever we go, we feel that we do not means feel like to go in very detail and really put effort to understand what is the exactly is the product, right? If it gives us the quick information that okay, this does this, this does that, this does this, and has this all these benefits, then it gives the, I mean, we can quickly decide, right?
Hmm.
So that all things we'll have to keep in mind. So this here is one thing with what I say it's not clear, that probably is not good, and this all text also not very clear. But yes, points are there, so points are good, like what it says up to 13 hours talking, up to 12 hours, sorry, 11 hours music, 200 hours standby, 2 hours charging. So they're talking about like this is a heads, I mean uh, this requires definitely charging because it's a wireless, and
Hmm.
it doesn't have wire connected, so there is no charge flowing in, then definitely it requires. So that's why it's product, such kind of product, and we are specifying that how long the charging hours, right? And how long it can be used for this purpose and all, that's something you're mentioning here. So this is the one product example. So it is, I mean, this thing is applicable for all kind of product, in the sense this exact thing is not applicable in what I meant by that, like whatever your product, the feature points and benefit points, we should clearly mention,
Mention it.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is all about image. And you see like here there are 7 images, but in general there are 9 images which can be add on to the any, I mean, any listing. But 7 images are good enough if you are, but we have to keep in mind that we are utilizing to the most, that we
Hmm.
are utilizing all the places whatever has been provided. We are not just putting one image or two images, right? We are
Hmm.
means whatever options are given to us, we are utilizing that to the full extent, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so image we have to have that many number of images with all those points. And the next thing is the bullet point. Bullet point, obviously this also has to be in a way that it should talk about the benefit points and the feature points, right? So here they say that on the heading itself, noise cancelling Bluetooth headset. So that's itself is the feature. Okay, and maybe we can
Hmm.
go ahead expanding the feature in words, but that even if they don't customer do not want to read this, but this itself says about the product, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I mean, we have to make sure that the points what we are saying here, the heading kind of points, this here, that should talk about the feature or the benefit points there itself.
Hmm.
And we expand that here, that the expansion of that will be basically the boom microphone enable the newest noise cancelling tech, can pick up your voice exactly and block the noise from surrounding, right? Willful
Hmm.
M9A can ensure the crystal clear. So be crystal clear conversation even in noisy environment. So basically they are, I mean, talking, they gave the benefit points, the feature points, and expanded it. So this is how it has to be. But if we have to use our keywords, I'll come to that,
Hmm.
like how you can use the keywords. But we do, I mean, while using the keyword, we do not, I mean, lose our focus on like mentioning all these points. Though keyword would be should be there on our title, bullet points, and these things, but this point should also be on our focus, on our like how you can build the listing in terms of explaining the product should be on our focus point as well. Okay,
Okay.
wireless headset with mute function, so it basically gives the mute function. That's another feature on the product, so they are also talking about here. And lightweight and all those things, right? And
Hmm.
so this is all benefit points they are talking about. At the same time, they are expanding each of the point and trying to give more information about the product, right? And there would be again the product description section here. You see the product description, they're basically it's talking, I mean, they're talking about the key features. Like product description is the area where we can, I mean, specify features and all those things about the product in this area, or we can
Okay.
specify more in detail, like what this product can be, how can be used, what all, I mean, possible ways. There are different, I mean, it will vary from product to product. It is not there is, I mean, there is a standard way that you will write only this thing. It will vary from the product to product, but you have to make sure that we are utilizing this space as well, this product description as well, along with our keywords. Okay,
Okay.
now this basically for brand registered sellers. This image if you see, this is called A
Hmm.
plus content or EBC, enhanced brand content. Okay, this with image, big image and all, with this small
Hmm.
text below the image and all, this basically A plus content or EBC content. Okay,
Okay.
and this only is available for brand registered sellers. Okay,
Okay.
so now coming to this is something I talked about the front end, like when, I mean, what customer sees and how customer can take the decision and how we can write up our content, and how we can, I mean, how should we have our images and all, right?
Hmm.
Okay, now coming to the back end, how can we do that, right? So as I cannot show that product, I'll have to show something else, but that's something I do not have backend access of that product. If this is the product, what all things I can, I mean, where all those things what I talked about, URL can be specified. Not this one. Okay, your title is here. So the title, what you see, this is the title, right? So title can be specified. I
Hmm.
think I've already said this on our listing creation, but yeah. So the title is here. I'll just tell you the place first, like where all things you will have to, when from the front end perspective, not from the back end perspective, where all the content has to be published. The title has to be published here, and your product on
Okay.
the description section, you have this product description and bullet points. Okay, so these are the
Hmm.
area where you will specify the details, what is going to be shown to the customers. But there are other
That's the
part
bullet.
as well on the back end which has to be utilized. Which are those part? This keyword is one section which is not visible to customers but still can be utilized and can be effectively used, like utilized for listing optimization and ranking. Okay, and this more details. It is always good that you provide as much as information about your product, so that way like customer can see that details. This more details would be visible, like when somebody comes to the page, this section on the more details, product details can be shown, like few information can be like your packaging size and all those things can be shown if you
Hmm.
have specified that. So let's go back to the other product, which is, which one that is that? Okay, with this one I don't know. Okay,
Office headset, it was on the right.
yeah,
Last tab.
last one. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. I opened up this one. I don't know, that one I closed, I will probably. What I was saying, yeah, details, yeah. This is description, yeah. See here, there are a lot of details here as well. I mean, warranty information is there, right? Technical
Hmm.
specification. They have also some PDF file which has been uploaded here. Warranty and all. This also are there. This kind of things also available there in backend. And you see that item weight, shipping weight. This information can be provided here in more detail. Item display dimension, shipping weight, display weight, volume. These details, when you specify, those also shown up to the customer. Here packaging, package weight, package dimension. This also can be shown up. So it's better we provide as much as information about the product here in more detail section as well. That helps the algorithm
Hmm.
to read better, basically. Okay, and keyword. This is the primary. I mean, this is the definitely is a good place where we'll have to use. I mean, in an effective way, this space,
Hmm.
right? This space has the limitation of just 250 characters maximum. Earlier it used to be like 1000 characters, and earlier it used to be 5 boxes. Now they have, I mean, reduced to one box and 250 characters. So you cannot go beyond 250 characters. So you have very limited
Okay.
space here, but we have to use this space effectively and wisely,
Okay.
so that we can include our best possible keywords here. So I'll talk about how you can do that keyword research, like you can include those all things. But I'm telling you now what are the areas. And here, premium, sorry, platinum keywords, you can specify few, means 5 keywords, like 5 boxes are here also available. Okay, but
Hmm.
this may not play that much of bigger role than this. So you have such term box is something we'll have to focus on, and we have to optimize that one. And this target audience, to an extent it helps. You can definitely provide your target audience. Okay,
Hmm.
image,
With the
coming to the image,
category.
yeah, coming to image, like your image, as I had said, like image pixel size should be of like, as per their guidelines, should be must fill 85%. Okay, I'm saying 80%, but it is in
Mm.
actual 85%. Okay, or more of your.
Mm.
When I say 85%, in the sense like it should be bigger. If your picture size 1000 by 1000 pixel, so it should be occupying like 900 by 900 area, whatever
Mm.
85% of 1000 by 1000, right? It should
Okay.
be more. That way it is going to be. I mean, that doesn't mean that you cannot. I mean, you'll upload a image which is lesser than 85%. You can, but it is their algorithm basically will not see it in a good way. Amazon algorithm. And what will happen, like if your images are not proper, it will suppress. What does that mean? Suppress in the sense it will basically, I mean, it will not rank well, and it algorithm is suppressing that. So your visibility will be reduced, your ranking will be reduced, right? That's why you have to work. I mean, definitely enhance your image as well. Okay.
Mm.
So here image which is bigger, and this all these images you have to use, and the place if you see total of like 9 plus, and you can use definitely 7 maximum, and you can use more than that, like 2 more if you want, you can still add on.
Okay.
And the background, the main image background should be always white. It should not never be I mean in any other color. Main image, the image which is uploaded here should be always white background. Okay.
Mm.
And the size is already mentioned, it is like 1000 by 500 pixel, but we can go much more than that, like you can go till 4000 by 4000 as well. Okay. And to
Okay.
that limit, in fact if you see that, it is 10,000 is the longest site.
Mm.
That is the limit what is it has. But what will happen if you go that much of pixel, your file size will increase. But that's okay. If I mean file size will increase and upload time will little slower, but that's okay. I mean you can go definitely higher resolution which is closer to 3000 or 4000 pixel on the
What is
longest
the
side.
resolution of the image which you have put up?
This must be 3000 by something, 3000 by 3000.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, yeah. This
So
is
it
not
is done
mine
by
actually. This is my client's image.
yeah, but it is done by like digital camera, no? Only then.
Yeah, it is done by, I mean, done by this software tools. It is not
Okay.
the actual picture of it. It's a 3D render picture. Okay,
Oh,
there are ways I'll talk about that as well. How the image can be created. This is a 3D
okay.
rendered picture. So this is not actual product picture actually. Taken, I mean, with a photo shoot or something. But there
Okay.
are ways like you can do 3D rendering is one way, and the other way is like doing the photo shoot with a high resolution camera. Okay, with a really
Okay.
good quality camera, it can be done as well with a professional
Mm.
shooting, photo shooters,
Mm.
photographers. Okay. Yeah. So now coming back, so you have to all this like keep in mind while I mean uploading image, creating your image, and image. While when you create, I was talking about that example where I was mentioning. What was that? Which one was that actually? That's a good one. So which product was that? I don't know. I lost this one probably. Yeah. Yeah. So this one basically like you have to. I mean, on your image you have to. You can. There are images which says like, I mean, infographics image, like which is basically you're providing information on the image. So that's basically infographic or technical specification, text spec kind of image. And there are images which
Mm.
are lifestyle image. Okay. So you have
Mm.
to cover like you have to put some lifestyle image. You have to create some technical specification and infographics images for your product, right? So
Okay.
you can mix this maybe like your two lifestyle image, two infographics image, and two your product basic image. Like main image cannot be much, like it has to be just the product image. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's image. Yeah, apart from that, these four things like description, keyword, these all are like very much like compliance and all. So it is not much, and this is not also much. Only the title which you'll have to specify carefully, right?
Hmm.
Now coming to the keyword thing. How can
Hmm.
we use the keyword? How can you use, basically, like when we do our product research, we have our
Hmm.
set of keyword which we have done the research. Like while doing the research, we should have found out our primary keyword which
Hmm.
you would be basically targeting to rank on. So
Hmm.
so product basically ranked based on the keyword. It is not that ranking, based on the keyword is, I would say that, yeah, so that though that has a BSR value, it has a rank, but your product visibility depends on your keyword. For certain
Hmm.
keywords, it will be visible on first page. For certain keywords, it will be visible at towards the end. Okay,
Hmm.
so we should know which keyword is going to be good for us in terms of like conversion, in terms of like if it is something we want to target through PPC campaign, on in terms of low cost, in terms of your like search volume, in terms of your competition, should be good keyword. When I say all these things, what does that means? In it means like the search volume, the keyword search volume should be something around more than 1,000. Uh, when it is like Amazon search volume, that can be basically seen through tools. There are tools like Jungle Scout has a tool called Keyword Scout, which can be utilized, or as you have, like you might have purchased, or you have I have told that about this tool. This is a
Yeah.
tool which can be also utilized. Not only this tool actually, because you have to use combination of certain tools and find your uh, product, sorry, not product, what I'm saying, keywords. Okay, find your
Hmm.
keywords, certain number of keywords. Maybe you can find 40-50 keywords, and out of that you will have one keyword as a primary at the beginning. You might not be knowing that what is going to be the my primary keyword. As long as you really work on the listing and get the sales, get the PPC campaign running, from the PPC you'll get more ideas. Okay,
Hmm.
so that's where PPC campaign will help us in a better way. In the sense, we'll find more keyword ideas from PPC campaign. But when it
Okay.
is new and we do not have any idea, we are dependent on these tools and all outside tools, right?
Hmm.
So tools like this tool, Keyword Tool Dominator, and Jungle Scout has a tool called Keyword Scout. With that also, you can get keyword ideas.
Jungle Scout has this tool.
But that's a, again, monthly subscription kind of
Okay.
tool, which I have. But if you want to, then you have to buy that. That
Hmm.
Chrome extension is different, and this is different. Okay, this is a
Okay.
Keyword Scout. Okay, and with this we can, like, let's say if we are saying Office headset, and here also we are saying Office headset. As we know, just the primary keyword. We are not sure what keyword we will be targeting for, right? So in this, basically, it will show us. As
Rank.
like phrase, it will show rank and it will be shown as phrase, but it will
Hmm.
not show us the related keywords. Okay, so we may have to find the related keywords. What can be good keywords? But here I can see the keywords which are here. So there are keywords, related keywords, which shows this keyword scout shows us there are related keywords. We can find keywords, more keyword ideas, what can be relevant, and we have to make sure that keyword which you are targeting for should be relevant keyword. Whenever the customer types in that keyword, the list of product what is shown up, it should be similar kind of product. It should not be the case that it is showing something totally different, all lot of other type of product. So that means that is not the right keyword what we should target for,
Hmm.
right? Hope you understand what I said to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say if it is this one, Audi, what is that? Audiphonos. Okay. So this is probably
Hmm.
one of the keyword. Okay, this is not. This doesn't look like to be an office headset. This is a normal, I mean, headset
Bluetooth.
which used by, I mean, somebody
Mobile.
who a mobile for mobile and all those things. This is not. This probably is not meant for office purpose.
Office purpose.
Yeah. So then this might not be the right keyword for us because our product is about office headset. So we would not use or take this keyword as one of our keyword to optimize. Okay. Ranking is
Hmm.
different, but you would not probably use this to optimize as well. Okay. So
Okay.
that way we'll have to find some relevant and those find our primary keyword, which
Hmm.
can be little longer tail and which would be in a competition wise would be easier to compete and has good demand from the search volume perspective. You got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that kind of keyword, then it is easy for us to rank. So if you are taking a keyword which has really high search volume and lot of competition for that keyword, then obviously it is going to be difficult for us to compete and come into the first page, isn't it? So that's
Hmm.
why, I mean, we have to find a, I mean, corner where we can be, I mean, though we will be competing, but it will not be harder for us in terms of competing.
Hmm.
So that's
So
why you have to
which one will suit this office headset in all of them?
Bluetooth headset with mic. You have to really do this research. This is not something I can straight away say, okay, take this, take this, take this, right? So you'll have to go
Okay.
each individual keyword and see the result, take that and see their PPC cost, see their like search volume, see the number of competitors, run the Jungle Scout,
Hmm.
how many competitors are there, run the Amaze Owl tool. Okay, there you also will get some ideas. Like Amaze Owl tool also will give us the idea. There also I can go in detail. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah. So there are ways actually. I mean, I think I'll take this on one more session where I'll talk
Okay.
about just the keyword optimization. This was overall optimization idea, but I'll just talk
Hmm.
about the keyword optimization, what exactly I mean I
Okay.
meant, and how can you do that work, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's take, I mean, let's keep that for the next session where I'll talk about that in detail. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so far, like on this session, you any question or any doubt you have, or you want to ask anything?
Yeah, I got it. Like there are four kind of things that we have to fulfill. In image, description,
Right,
title,
correct.
title, and reviews. How to get the reviews then? Like we have to.
Yeah, there are ways. Like I mean, I have session for that about the reviews, where I'll talk
Okay.
about what all, I mean, things we can do to get reviews. That I'll talk.
Okay.
That's a different
Okay.
topic altogether. Yes,
Hmm.
I'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're finishing off now.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
finishing off now. It's already 3:15,
Yes.
and let's have the session on
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.